Hello everybody. Today I'm here to discuss the history of an individual named Meepios and his art and controversies. This video will include many things that have happened on his YouTube and even some of the dramas he has gotten into. But some of you may not know him, so here I'll explain who he is and what he does. For those who don't know, Meepios is a Filipino anti-furry animator, an artist who is known for his animations of his OC killing furries. His main targets consist of NSFW furry artists and just the NSFW community in general. He doesn't seem to target every furry as of now, but rather the ones who are porn addicted and endorse the drawing and creation of NSFW. He's quite popular ever since one of his animations included the death over popular anthropomorphic characters Ruin and Elizabeth, created by a user also known as April Foss, who is popular for her furry porn animations. Disgusting if I do say so myself. I'm just glad Meepios is never going to waste his potential on a porn animation, especially one that consists of animals. Meepios' video on April has garnered 28k views as of now, and has gotten up to 600 likes by the way. That's pretty based. Now I would like to inform you, despite the win and everything, Meepios has had many issues with YouTube and Google as well, considering most of his channels have been lost to the fact that he has been locked out of his Gmail or the time he got terminated. Meepios himself told me that he had lost only one account to termination, so I will conclude the rest were lost due to Google's shitty password locker. As of now, here are the channels of Meepios I have found that still currently exist today. Now of course, with Meepios and his gore animations, you obviously can't say that there weren't people who disliked him. Many of his haters would consist of people like Damien Rivoli, who personally drew gore art of Meepios, and It's Oral, who made many videos depicting Meepios and his friend Gale in some weird scenarios. Generally as expected, the whole KAF community disliked Meepios. If you're unaware what KAAF is, it's basically a group that wants to kill all anti-furries, which is crazy in itself knowing Meepios didn't actually hate every furry. He just disliked the ones who were porn addicts and degenerates. Now let's get to the actual controversies. So back in late 2022 and early 2023 is when I believe Meepios met Luna345, who was a furry. And just a little trigger warning, they dated. But I think she turned into an anti-furry at that time herself. She had a human OC, but soon after they broke up, she returned to her furry counterpart. Now the controversy isn't mainly because she was a furry, but rather because she was supposedly 3 to 4 years younger than him. I'm not sure as this was a while ago, but I think Meepios was 15 to 16 at this time, leaving Luna probably around 13 years old. But Meepios personally told me how some people would think Luna was 13, and at the time she was 15, but that leaves me quite stumped. But if anything's certain, there was also another instance of Meepios online dating two other furries named Miyuki and Spirit, who definitely weren't the closest to him on the age radar, but as of now, I'm too lazy to discuss those two. In Miyuki's situation, I lack information, and for Spirits, there is a video Itzor himself made. So if you really want to learn more about that, you can go watch his video if you want. Just know Itzor's quotes might contain some bias, considering he hated him even before this for his gore animations. And one time, Itzor himself made a video on me just speaking random shit, but he was soon destroyed by me days after. Itzor recently had further tried to get Meepios in trouble, posting a community post claiming Meepios made a Talkie.ai version of Spirit. And knowing Meepios very well, I know he definitely didn't do that. Meepios even made a video proving so, but unfortunately is unavailable as of now. But in the video, Meepios created a Talkie account and proved it wasn't him, as his created bots were empty. Let's be honest, if Meepios were to even use a AI chat app, he'd probably use Character.ai, not this shit. But I know Meepios isn't that desperate to create a AI chatbot. Also, I forgot to mention, but after a few years after Luna345 and Meepios separated, Luna345 would post her OC in some inappropriate scenarios on her community post, which resulted in the deletion of her YouTube account. Now despite these controversies, a bit recently, Meepios had posted an apology, and since Meepios isn't the best in English, I fixed the English a bit, and it goes as follows. Greetings everyone. I heard about a lot of people who are talking about my past and keep judging me. Let's talk about my bad past. Remember Luna345? She was my first ex who brainwashed me. Second was Miyuki, and third was Spirit. We used to date each other. But I was wrong as online dating was unnecessary. I should be apologizing to you guys for what I've done in my past. Because of it, this was a very long time ago, but I have changed. I have made terrible mistakes that have hurt the people that I cared about the most, and I'm terribly sorry. I'm deeply ashamed of my terrible judgment and my actions. If you still have not forgiven me, you can judge me or do whatever you like to me, because I deserve it. And so, random anti-furry on the internet, you're asking me if I'm still dating a random furry? My answer is no, because I should focus on myself. I don't do that anymore. Now, what is my view on this? What Meepios did obviously wasn't right, and I think we all know that, but I still do forgive him. Compared to Major Klug, who was known for his gore videos, he never apologized, but Meepios did. And on that fact, that Meepios doesn't speak perfect English, it is true by his apology that it is possible that he could have been taken advantage of. I would like to repeat, I'm not trying to justify what Meepios did, but rather explain why I forgive him for his past actions. And on a biological standard, Meepios was around 16, and the brain is not yet developed until the age of 25. So Meepios could have actually had changed by then and have become a better person. In now's time, Meepios hasn't been talking to furries much from what I've seen, nor has he been hinted into strange behavior, so I think he's in the clear for now. But that let alone leaves Meepios a lesson to not let lust get a hold of him. Still, even after the apology, of course Itzelrel and some others will still try to hold that against him, so they seem justified in the repeated harassment of him, just because they dislike his gore videos. Now skip a year forward, and we have a new controversy. A Australian YouTuber who goes by Crimson Fur, also known as Boy Kissing Foxman, the username cannot get worse than this, he made a video on Meepios and said how he was cringe and childish for making gore of furries. He was actually the main reason his one channel was terminated, as in the Major Klug animation he made, Crimson Fur got mad because at the near end, a friend of Meepios in the video, also known as NeoGamer, had said a homophobic slur. After Crimson Fur mass reported it, Meepios' channel was terminated, and then after his video on Meepios, I then made a video. Soon after, lots of attention was brought after the discovery of his past where Crimson Fur was discovered to look at Plants vs. Zombies porn. I wish I could say this was a joke, but I kid you not, this shit actually happened. I made a video on this also, so you can check it out if you want. But ever since this was discovered, everybody, and I mean everybody, started shitting all over Crimson Fur. It even got to the point where recently, Crimson Fur had leaked DMs of him and his boyfriend ERPing, and the ERP messages being sent to Crimson Fur's own school principal. It's crazy how me defending my friend resulted in some dude's downfall. Like, holy shit. Even since then, Crimson Fur still remains to get harassed, and Crimson Fur actually had taken down the video on Meepios. Now just a little bonus controversy. I don't have much screenshots, or even at all any, but back in the old year of 2022, Meepios used to be friends with an anti-furry who soon became a furry who is now also known as Fletcher the Fox. He was infamous for raiding our Discord 6 times in a row, and even got Meepios IP, along with lots of other friends. Skip into a few years, he finally stopped after Fletcher ended up trying to say I was a groomer. I made a video response soon after and proved my innocence and how Fletcher was trying to tear down my channel. He even tried gaslighting Azor and Crimson into making a video on why I was a predator, basically spreading more misinformation. Luckily I had a talk with them soon after and they understood he was lying. But still skipped after all that, they still decided to be friends with Fletcher despite knowing he literally sent gay furry porn to Meepios. Now you might think that this must have been Meepios' first YouTube channel, but you'd be very wrong. He had an old channel which I will not name, so you guys can go maybe try discovering it for yourselves. But this channel would be the first to present Meepios' animation and drawing skill. And if you look back at it, you can see that he has significantly improved. This channel was created on July 13th, 2020, and has only 10 subscribers as I'm describing it right now. Now to conclude this, Meepios was an anti-furry animator who still animates currently and has been involved in many and some controversies and such. His basis is animating the demise of multiple furries that pertain or are usually involved in NSFW, and his art has significantly improved over the years. Now with that folks, I hope you have enjoyed the overview of Meepios. Just know that I have many other videos that you may enjoy watching, and any support is appreciated. I will see you in the next upload. Peace.